Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel with Doreen K. Kalembe. So I have been getting a lot of questions. Oh, Doreen, when are you going to post about the undergraduate scholarship? Or when are you going to do for us the bachelor's people? All you do is to just do things for masters, PhD, masters. What about us? And guess what? I found something for people of undergrad. So if you know you are there and you finished your high school or you finished your senior six and you have good grades, there is this scholarship that is happening at the University of Miami in the USA. And oh my God, it is a good one. So not only do you get to choose 3 courses of your choice, but they give you everything. The tuition is paid, the housing is taken care of, and they also give you food. So basically, there is no suffering involved. How about that? So also something that is good with this scholarship is that you don't have to pay any application fee as long as you apply before December 1st. The other thing that caught my eye about this scholarship is that there are no English tests involved. So if you know you are coming from a country where the primary language of instruction is English, that is say Uganda, Kenya, or whichever country you're watching from, and you know you did an English, like course or something, or you were taught in English for your high school, there is no need for you to do the TOEFL, the Duolingo, the ILETS, all that. Like you are exempted. And the application process of this scholarship, it is so simple, guys. All you need to do is to just apply through the Common App, put all your documents there, and then just sit back and relax. You have up to 3 choices because they know when someone is an undergrad, they're having so many things they are thinking about. So they give you up to 3 choice of courses that you can choose from. The courses are so many, so you have to choose up to 3 courses. This is a good one. It could be competitive, yes, but I know you can make it. So I'm going to give you a detail of how you can apply for this. So let's go to the screen. And by the way, if this is your first time here, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this opportunity with friends so they can also come and, pitch in. They could learn something or two from it. Okay, so let's go to the screen and I'll show you how to apply for it.
So if you had watched from beginning up to where we are, so now we are on the screen, and if you're watching up to this point and you've not yet liked the video, please like, and if you've not yet subscribed, please hit that notification bell so that whenever I upload new opportunities, you're able to get them. So this is the Presidential Fellows Program. It's happening at the University of Miami. It's giving out a fully funded scholarship to undergraduate students. So this is the application process. They're telling you to be considered. You have to apply to Miami University via the common application on December 1st. So the deadline is by December 1st, and they're telling you the selection process, and they tell you what are the benefits of this Presidential Fellows Program. Then when you are selected, you have a 4-year renewable scholarship covering tuition, fees, housing, and food, a one-time stipend of $5,000, and also tailored programs for the Presidential Fellows cohort, including Miami's ULED conference. So they are telling you these benefits are so good. Like, guys, this is a juicy scholarship. You need to, apply for it. So now let's go and talk about the programs. Okay, so what are the programs that they are sponsoring? So these are the undergraduate and graduate majors degrees, but now looking at the programs for the undergraduate people, these are the programs. So now for you to select, they are giving you up to a choice of 3 programs. Like what I mean, those are the courses that you can do. And this is going to be tailored to what you did in your high school. So if in your high school, that if you're watching from Uganda, if you finished your senior 6, that is senior 5 and form 6. So whatever you did for your form 6, when you completed, if you're in sciences, there's so many courses you can choose: biomedical science, and then you say maybe I want chemical engineering, and maybe the third one you're like, I want data analytics, okay? Or maybe you want data science and statistics. That is for the sciences. And then if you did arts, then you also have your courses here. So you come and choose. You're like, okay, maybe I want to do communication, design, or I want to do data analytics, but this is for bachelors of arts, or I want to do economics. So you have up to 3 courses that you can choose from, because they are going to ask you these details in the common app. So when you come and scroll through the programs, please come and choose the program that you really want, look at your high school, and then find out what you did. Okay. Now, so what if we decide to look at other scholarships? Because someone will be like, is this the only scholarship that is going on? So now, what if we decide to look at other scholarships, other international student scholarships? So you're an international student, you're like, okay, there is that presidential scholarship, but what other scholarships can I look into? So these are the international student scholarships. They're telling you there is this international education scholarship, there is this university merit scholarship, there is this presidential fellows program, the one we are talking about. So, but then they are telling you that the Miami University scholarships are highly competitive. The academic qualifications determining the scholarship awards are dependent on strength of the application pool. Okay. So all first year undergraduate international students who submit a completed application and meet the requirements for full admission for fall semester are automatically considered for the international education scholarship and the university merit scholarships. So even those people that are transferring maybe from one university to another, you are also considered for these transfer scholarships. So what do I mean by this? What I mean is when you go into the Common App and you apply, please tell them consider me for each and everything. So for these scholarships, you don't even need to apply for maybe this scholarship and then you apply for this one and then you apply for this one. No, you don't need any separate scholarship. Once you apply to Miami University, you have to tell them in the Common App that please consider me for all the scholarships, and they will consider you for all these scholarships. Isn't that amazing? Like, I mean, they'll consider you for this one, they'll consider you for this one, they'll consider you for this one. So just imagine if you didn't get this, you could get this. If you didn't get this, you could get this. You get what I mean? So yeah. Now, what if now, let us look at the academic deadlines. What are the deadlines? Okay, so people want to apply, yes, but then some people will be redundant. They will just be there chilling, not knowing that the deadline is approaching soon. So, for domestic first-year students, domestic are the ones that are staying in the United States. Transfer students are those ones that could be in the United States, but they're at a different university and they want to transfer to Miami. And then there is this international first-year students. Now, international students, these are the ones that I'm talking about. You are outside the United States. So let us come here. So for the international first-year students, my dear, December 1st is the priority deadline for the Miami Merit Scholarships and the Honors College. So guys, if you know you want to be considered for these scholarships, please apply before December 1st. Okay. Miami's most selective merit scholarship, the Presidential Fellows Scholarship, this one by December 1st. 1st December should get you when you've already submitted each and everything. So for the fall semester deadline, the priority deadline is December 1st and the international regular decision deadline. So by decision deadline, they are going to tell you, oh, we've selected you, oh, you passed, oh, you get. So this is the decision deadline. So by the time it is April 1st, they have already decided whom they've given. They'll be sending you out emails. Let me hope I am clear on that. Now that we have talked about the deadlines, the different scholarships, now let us look at the application, guys. Now, first year application requirements. We are going to look at these because this is what you need, okay? Even if you qualify for all those other things, then you have to know what is the eligibility criteria. What do you need for you to apply to this one? So everything that you need to know about this, the Common App or this one. So the Common App is what you use to apply. Remember, I told you in the Common App, they're going to ask you for at least 3 courses of your choice. You have to know your courses. So after going through the undergraduate course list, please, now you come back to the Common App, then you're like, okay, I am ready to apply. You need your high school transcripts, okay? They can be unofficial at the time of application. By unofficial, we mean you're just going to scan them and then, you upload them on the system. Select the Miami fee waiver on the undergraduate application to waive our 50 application fee. So now this when you are applying to this college, okay, when you're applying to this university, there is this undergraduate fee that you need to pay for application, the application fee. But then they are telling you if you apply by December 1st, they will waive it. So guys, we all need these free things, okay? So please make sure you put in your application by December 1st. They will waive it for you. At least one recommendation from a school counselor or academic teacher. So if you know your teacher in high school, they can write for you a recommendation letter, or maybe your HM or your school counselor, like from high school. Like, I mean, the teachers are so many. Like, I mean, in high school, you work with so many teachers. So any of those ones can write for you what? A recommendation. So they're telling you optional SATs or SAT test scores. So I always tell people on my pages, on my TikTok pages, that please, if you know you want to be considered for an undergraduate full ride scholarship, have good test scores. What by test scores, I mean these SATs or SATs. You go to www.collegeboard.com and then look for the available dates of the SATs and please apply for the SATs and then do them. Make sure you get at least 1,300 and above. You get, when you get at least 1,300, I mean, you'll be so good. So they're telling you the things are optional, but if you have them, now just imagine you have very good results from your high school, and then you have very good SAT scores. Like, I mean, you're going to put yourself at a very good pedestal of being chosen. But if you don't have these SATs, you can still be, look, you can still be chosen, but I would advise anyone that wants to apply for the thing to go and do the SATs. I told you how you can find the SATs is you go to www.collegeboard.com. I can do that for you here briefly. So it's www.collegeboard. So this is the www.collegeboard.com. So when you come here, of course, they are going to ask you what you want, or like then they'll ask you to, sign up or create an account. Okay, so you have to create an account here, and then after creating an account, because in most cases they're going to ask you what you want. Remember, we want to do the SATs, and the SATs are here. Okay, so this is where the SATs are. Show colleges you are ready with number and admission. So you register, my dears. Make sure you register for the SATs. Okay. So that is this is the website for the SATs. Let me hope that is clear. So we were talking about our admissions part, and I told you that these are the things that you need. So high school transcripts. And by the way, for this particular scholarship, even if you're a first year student at Makerere, at Chambogo, at any of your universities, but you feel like the course you are doing, yes, you like it, but you want to further your education maybe in the US. I mean, you've just studied for 1 year, only 1 year. Like, I mean, you can still apply for it. And if you are considered, trust me, you'll drop that course, whatever you are doing, and then you come in the US and then you do your course. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so one more last thing. So people keep asking me, oh, Doreen, what about English? Those things come with English proficiency exams, blah, 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 and I don't want to do the IELTS. So here they're telling you Miami University requires that international students whose native language is not English provide a proof of language proficiency with their admission application. But now, guys, this is where the gist is, like, this is where we are. So they're telling you can be exempted. English speaking country of origin with a native language of English, you're exempted. Course equivalent of Miami's English composition, enrollment of AP English language. So if you know that enrollment in IB English or either HL or SL, like if you know that you are coming from a country whose primary language of instruction is English, like in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, like those guys, we are all taught in English, okay? And your high school will be done in English. And also, when you look at your high school thing, like your senior 4 certificate and your senior 6 certificate, at least you have English there. You should have passed it, so they know that you know how to speak English, you can write in English, you can comprehend the English language. So you have a waiver here. You get. So since you have a waiver, there is no need for you to do the English exam. So they are telling you the things that they do here in the English TOEFL. This is what they need. So for those guys who don't have English or whose primary language of instruction is not English, so they are telling you the tests and the band that they require from you for IELTS. They're telling you it's 6.5, Oxford, IGCE, blah, blah, blah. All the things they are just trying to tell you. So you see, the Uganda Certificate of Education in English, at least you should have a credit for. At least a C4, like, So I mean, if you have a C4 and you did your things well, like, I mean, why would you bother? So they're also showing you here countries that they are considering to give them a waiver for English. So Uganda, you are on a good track. So that is all I wanted to share with you about this scholarship, guys. This scholarship is a juicy scholarship. It is not hard. The application process is so simple. Look at the rewards. When you look at the admission criteria, please, guys, remember that the deadline is December 1st. When you look at, the other scholarships, you don't need to apply for them. All you need to do is to tell them in the common app that, you know what, consider me for all the scholarships, because they will tell you to do that. They will tell you, please make sure that you tell them that, please consider me for all the scholarships. So make sure you click that part that says consider me for all the scholarships. And if you've been watching up to this point, please like the channel, subscribe, help this channel grow, because it is you that makes us grow. And share it with your other colleagues that are in universities and they're in their year 1 or they're in their year 2, but they want to, like, do this thing. Or those ones that completed their form 6 and they're like, I have good grades, but I don't know, I didn't get to go to the university. This is an opportunity for you. Let me hope this made sense, and see you in the next one. Bye.